Hi everybody, and welcome to the Soul Calibur 2. I think we're just up at winners. We're kind of at an unsaid thing. We were going to originally do top 4. Unfortunately, bracket was running a little bit behind, so we're just going straight into winners for this. Where our first matchup is going to be what looks like to be between Killick and the great screen in front of it, Maxi. Should be fantastic to see here, starting off. Really, I don't know player names so far yet, but we should have the overlay up here sooner rather than later. Fortunately, we are kind of like mumbling a little bit through it. But we should be able to get it started. It's like they're just dealing with some problems here. But I gotta say, this Soul Calibur 2 bracket has been very fun to see. Oh, it's Valdo coming out. Okay, never mind. This is much more exciting. I haven't had the opportunity to commentate enough of Soul Calibur, but every time I see Valdo on the screen, I'm both disturbed and ridiculously entertained. And what better to see him in one of his best forms if he was back in Soul Calibur 2. As people might watch Eris remember what this character can do. Great little walk of Valdo. Get on the whip and he's on to Killick. And he's kind of slowly approaching here, charging it up, and kind of just playing around these neutral things, like in the stances. And I think we might, I almost thought it might be doing a button check with the amount of just whipping on it. This is a button check, we're just beating the crap out of each other. Okay. But hey, that gives us time to set up the audio and get everything ready. Thank you all for bearing with us as we get started here and ready to go. Back in the versus battles, I think will be characters seen between them. Now it will be interesting to see kind of Killick player basically just keep Valdo out, because obviously, as everyone knows, this character gets on top of you, and he just never relents with the pressure. He has crazy mix-up potential, crazy setups, and is able to get past the range very, very well. It's going to be down to KNR to kind of just try and keep GDIs out of here. And a great start off here for the Killick player, getting the offense in, and oh, he just goes for the double low, keeping the pressure on. Yeah, just going to reset back into neutral here. He's getting all the hits. All blocks over for JDIs, and a perfect, just absolutely fantastic offense from KNR, starting out with the lows, and then he finds just switches on to the mid at the end there to just kind of get his damage in and keep it going. Repper starting out here, right him next to the corner here. This is so dangerous, but JDI's great match to get out, and he has managed to reset the pressure. He's got the position here. Oh, he was through that. That was so many whip moves back and forth that he's getting towards, and finally gets the hit. We are tied up one round apiece. Great offense here from JDIs, mixing it up and using the evasiveness of Valdo to just fantastic perfection here. And Killick gets the launch. Ooh, one more hit. Okay, what's the setup here? Oh, he did get it. He's gone for that every single time so far, but JD is getting the blocks on it now. Gets the little launch, and we have reset back into neutral here, just trading blows back and forth. Aggressive, just slugfest between these two. So reset back to neutral here. One more hit, just looking away. JDIs is in desperate measures here, but manages to walk around it. Gets the setup. Oh, he tries to go for the parry, but he whiffs up, stands up, gets the hit. And KNR, fantastic patience there when he was down to just wait, find his opportunity, and finish off the round here. And KNR just looking so good on offense here. JDI is actually just so scared to press things, which is just honestly not working out for him here, because KNR is just mixing it up. He's mixing in the lows, mixing in the throws, and of course guard impacting when he wants to hit him as well. It's fantastic play so far, not letting JDIs get anything started. Oh, but JDIs, when he does get the hit, he's able to snowball into so much more, and this is exactly what he needs. Will he be able to get this comeback? But no! Great backdash there from KNR, keeps the pressure, finished off with the low. And he is first to go up in the set of winners semifinals. Oh, just a great way to get started out here. Losing my breath. It's been a long, long Frosties. I've been sick the whole, not really sick, but just not sleeping properly because the air company lost my apnea machine. So we will have a little bit of limited breath here, but I will try my best to give you guys the best performance I can. But enough about me. Getting back into the match here. Great little lifts here from KNR. Now kind of just getting the hits. He started out here. Nice little knockdown here from Valdo. Ooh! I just love how they're both just using the evasiveness of their characters to just go under these highs and just get so much reward from them. And KNR just playing around the ranges fantastically. I'm actually really, really impressed with how he's able to just play in JDI's face and not let Valdo's evasiveness take advantage of him. It's actually just been completely the Killick show when it comes to just dodging around the normals, and he's doing a fantastic job of honestly just beating him in his own game. It's a great play here from KNR, but JDI has had a few really, really close comeback potentials, but he hasn't been able to seal them out, and this is unfortunately going to be another one where KNR just takes it all the way to the bank and is looking at one round away from advancing further into winner semifinals. JDI needs an absolute miracle to come back here, and this is how you get it started. Getting the offense, great sidestep from KNR, though, into the low, and we've seen how good he is at setting this up into more, but no, great wake-up choices here from JDIs to get out of that. And we are just kind of back to sit between normals. Oh my god, that's so many whip moves back and forth, and this is just the battle of madmen, just using their evasiveness to just their full potential. Nice hit, gets down, JDI's looking at it, gets the hit, gets that one more, it's all he needs. JDI's unfortunately challenges at the wrong time, and that's KNR taking it 2-0 in incredible fashion. I really love just how like offensive he was. He never stopped. He got in his face and he just ran him down with just so many great lows mixed up between the mids and just really had him guessing the whole time. And then we used the evasiveness of Killick to combat Valdo. You know, we're used to Valdo just crushing all the highs, moving around everything, but no, KNR just made him look like an absolute schmuck when it comes to that department. So fantastic play from there, and I'm great that we were able to start with that. Okay, they're getting near up to the top of the Nick finals there. I'm sitting over here listening to the ballroom. We got the remaining people left here for the thing, and it's just they're just screaming. They're so excited. I love to see this, man. It's been way too long since I've been to a major, so just being able to sit here and relax is fantastic. Of course, while we are waiting for a match, I guess I may as well introduce myself. Hi, everybody. I'm John the Batman Hat. I'm from Alberta, Canada, and they needed a caster for Soul Calibur 2, and I'm like, wow, I can yell into a microphone, so here I am. But without further ado, we are waiting to get our next match up here. Oh, it looks like we are going to have my boy who knocked me down in the losers. Forgetting his tag, but he is the absolute most fantastic drip. I'm sure you all are very familiar with him if you're from the area, but he is just Pikachu everything, Pokemon everything. I think he just had a full suit before going up against our, let me remember, in cosplay here. Like, just look at how dripped out these two are. This isn't fair. I'm in here in my like shirt I had to buy from Target, looking like an absolute schmuck, and then we got these two just glammed out of their minds. This is the standard, guys. I know I read on Twitter not too long ago the people complaining about FGC people not having drip. Well, you've seen the duality here. We see the dripped out ones and we see the dripless. But without further ado, we are getting into here. Not sure if they're going to do a button check or not. But if I recall, we are probably going to see Ivy versus I'm blanking on the characters' names, but I'm blanking on their characters' names, but the voice lines from Soul Calibur 6 are stuck into my head of "trick you," and then whatever CA sound is. It's just it's etched in my head. Renghua, there we go. Oh no, it's a mirror match. Okay, never mind. I just got the disrespect. He ran Ivy against me, and I got destroyed. But we are seeing the mirror coming out here. But again, I'm not sure if they're going to do a button check here off the start. Yeah, going to be a quick little button check. Make sure everything's working. The joys of old games where you're not sure if everything's set up quite the way you want it. And that's actually why I do love modern button checking so well. Where you actually, you press the button. You don't flick the thing to be like, yeah, this is on A. So. It just shows you how nice the quality of life things have come, but also shows you how well this game has stood out. Soul Calibur 2 is a fantastic phenomenon. I'm sure many people remember from childhood. I sure do. I just remember getting in here mashing with people. I don't remember who I played. I think I would play Raphael, and I would just mash his little 6B strings. And my friends couldn't beat it, and I felt like I was so good at the game. In reality, I sucked. God, did I suck. But it was good times, and I appreciated all of it. But enough with me rambling here. We are getting into our match. An unwavering resolve in the background of 11 frames versus jimmypikachuchoi. Oh, I love that tag so much. But we're just trading normals back here at the start here. And Jimmy has got a great lead off the start here, but 11 frames gets the throw. Oh my God, it's just a twinkle toes. She can't get around it. Fantastic use of the tool here by Jimmy to just not let 11 frames get in, but 11 frames is taking a huge health advantage. Is catching all of these steps, gets the launch. No, doesn't manage to finish it off. What a tragic drop. And it's going to be down to Jimmy to see if he can get this comeback here. 11 frames is sitting on dire straits, just wants one more hit, but Jimmy is not going out without a fight, getting great blocks on here, but neither one of them are able to land a hit. No whip punish is coming out, and 11 frames. Fantastic low to finish it off there. Does not let Jimmy get the comeback there off that unfortunate drop off the launch. Resetting here. Got great little offense here from Jimmy earlier, using the high crush to get under the horizontal. Oh, that came out as a back throw. That's so much damage in 11 frames. That's quite the comeback to make here, but the throw is exactly how you want to start it. Gets the setup, gets the hawk down into the launch. Fantastic play here from 11 frames, getting so much. A lot of these strings were hitting earlier, but the blocks coming down. Ooh. He needs one more hit on here. Great. Oh my God, going back and forth, and finally he's had enough of this game of chicken. Gets the throw. What a fantastic finish there on the magic pixel from 11 frames, and they've gone up to a dominating 2-round start here. And honestly, I'm just down to, I think Jimmy, just like his defense was doing very good earlier, but he just kind of starts just getting hit by these strings. And of course, as I'm rambling here, he's got, it's just everything. He's got the perfect. Just managed to hit home with everything. And a lot of that, I think, was because 11 frames is mostly just looking for these interrupts. He's layering on the string-based pressure. And Jimmy was kind of cracking it earlier, but he used the sidestepping to get around that, and was able to just completely stunt the timing that 11 frames is trying to mash out of things. fantastic adaptations here on it, but we are kind of going back and forth here, and you can see 11 frames has changed up the timing of their normals a bit, and is able to get the knockdown, but Jimmy, great interrupt with the launch, and we are sitting at roughly the same life totals here. Whiff on the throw, but no punish! Okay, but gets the launch on the side. 11 frames goes down, and Jimmy is 1 round away of tying this up. The nerves are activating. I'm looking over here at the cams, and you can see the stress just in 11 frames face. Does not want to throw this lead away. This means so much as is. I'm not actually sure where it is in the bracket, but I think we are winners at semis by the looks of it. Oh, nice little hit here from Jimmy. Oh, 11 frames, one more held away. One more low is all it needs. Jimmy winning away by the throw. We've seen what 11 frames could do. This has won the last few rounds off of setups off this, but the low with the twinkle toes finishes it off. And Jimmy, what a fantastic comeback on that. Was down 2 rounds early, was looking in dire straits, but was able to interrupt the timing that 11 frames was putting out their normals, was able to mix it up with the lows, and we are just looking fantastic so far. What a match. But yeah, take a water break, take a breather. That was a tough round to go down when you just had so much control, and now it's just away from you. And of course, we are luckily, I think, up in winners with these, so you still have losers bracket to go through. But you don't want to go out early because I think we pretty much just got the killers left, and it's terrifying out there. Oh, we're getting a switch? Oh, they're debating on it. I love how animated their faces. They're just sitting here thinking about it. The hands moving, sitting on the Cassandra, and just so much pondering. It's like an evil mastermind level of plotting out here. I'm not going to lie. I love this. The deliberation. Also gives you a chance to kind of reset your mental as well, think about what your game plan going to be is, but no, goes on the Strong Claw again. Fantastic decision on that. Did feel comfortable, and really the main thing that they went down to, is just they got their timing interrupted. They had great offensive flurries, but Jimmy was able to figure out when they wanted to pressure, when they wanted to press out, and was able to just walk that all the way to the bank. So I think just an adjustment in offense is really the big thing 11 frames is going to need. And we are kind of slowly seeing that start off with Jimmy with a great interrupter with the guard in back. And just sitting down here in neutral. Oh, gets the launch on it. And that's why I see Jimmy is just able to find these moments to interrupt. Like 11 frame gets started off so well, but the amount they are getting flustered when Jimmy's able to start the offense is just ridiculous. It's all these interrupts. Yeah, see, like right there, perfect call out when 11 frames is going to let go of the guard, and Jimmy does manage to get that round in a comeback as well. Like it's really what you're noticing. Like 11 frames takes a huge lead early on, and we're seeing here again. But I am scared that they might end up throwing it away like we've seen in the last couple. Has control of the corner as well, but great walk out here by Jimmy. It's taken back, great position here, but great movement from 11 frames to kind of reset back to neutral here, nullify that spacing advantage that Jimmy did have. Great sidestep. He needs to finish this off, but we have seen this before. We've seen this episode, and I just do not want it to be a rerun for the sake of 11 frames mental, and it's good. We've rewrote the script, has gotten up in a round, and we are not looking at a repeat performance. But this has to stay. You have to keep on this. Do not let Jimmy get the read on you. He's doing such a fantastic job of that. But the throw got the setup now. Unfortunately, back is a great sidestep there to make sure you were not on the corner to keep the advantage. Now we kind of see Jimmy he's looking for his opportunity to get in. Gets the launch on it. He's doing such a fantastic job of interrupting. He doesn't really need to actually pressure on. He's just calling out when 11 frames wants to press. And you can very clearly see when they are getting just flustered to do so. So I think if Jimmy's able to keep this up, it should be good, but 11 frames almost I think just needs to get out of their head a little bit. They're so desperate to get this offense started because you see they just get great success here. But I think they get a bit flustered, get a little too greedy, and that's where Jimmy is just able to find the read, and you see it here, gets the high crush. And we're just trading back on the flashes here, and just, oh my god, Jimmy's just doing such a fantastic job of not letting this offense finish. 11 frames looking at potentially one hit away from finishing it off. No, the huge whip! No, doesn't get the punish on that. We're looking one hit away. No, the launch did not go the way he wanted it at all. Oh my god, we're sitting away. Oh my god! They ran into that, unfortunately, and that is Jimmy taking it 2-0 there. And just tragic. I think they just really got caught up on just not varying the timing on their offense. They would get the momentum, they'd feel fantastic, but then Jimmy would find a way to get in. He would get a high crush, he'd get a launch, and he did such a fantastic job of almost letting himself kind of die in the beginning of the round in order to just figure out where the offense is coming. And the minute he'd interrupt it, I think a little bit of flustering would come out. You'd really want to finish it off. It's stressful. Like, I couldn't be up there. There's a reason I got kicked out of the bracket already. But there's fantastic awareness there from Jimmy to just kind of interrupt that. But I hope you all have been enjoying watching Frosty Faustine so far. I think this is the last event that is being streamed, so we get to kick it out on a banger with an absolute classic. I'm glad any of you are still here to watch this and enjoy it. I know I sure have been. It's been fun to just walk in the ballroom, just watch this game that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't play this game at locals. It's literally just impossible. But hey, here, that's the joy of majors. You can make these games happen. People down here in Chicago just ran fantastic setups. The whole SoCal 16 is fantastic too, and a lot of this is obviously a branch over from them as well. And I just love to see it. Coming from my small town in the grand scheme of things of Edmonton, and just being able to come down here and enjoy something of this caliber is just, pun not intended, is fantastic. So honestly, thanks to all the organizers and stuff like this. It's been a fantastic weekend, and God, I can't wait to come back next time. But my monologuing aside, we got a quick little button check here, but it looks like we are going to be Killick versus Ball here. It's going to be Jimmy versus, I'm already blanking on the tags, I apologize, chat. I'm excited for this matchup a bit too, because we've seen that Jimmy does a great job of interrupting. He's able to use that evasive Shizongwa to kind of just approach, get in, and it's going to be down to can he kind of just navigate around Killick's normals, use the evasiveness to get around it. But if this is our guy from earlier, which I think it is, he's going to have to do a good job of getting around how he plays Killick, because he was very, very good at just like going up, knocking him down early, and just kind of varying his evasiveness and how he wanted to use it. I'm very, very excited to see what the adaptations for this come, because yeah, it is KNR again. And remembering, this is winter final, so I'm going to presume this is first to 3, everyone. So if you keep that in mind. You see, I think Jimmy is going to have to be almost a little bit more offensively tuned here, because we saw how good KNR was at using just approaching and just mixing people up with it. He gets the low, he gets a lot of pressure off of it. Oh, gets the switch on the back there, knocks him down. Gets a high over that. We are kind of just running back and forth. Great little ducks here from Jimmy. You see how good he is at just kind of navigating through the pieces, just finding his way in, forcing KNR to play this kind of very range game, where we saw in his previous game, KNR was actually able to dominate the close range. He's able to use that evasiveness to get around. And we see how much success he got out of that kind of split spin there. And just here, it did not happen. Jimmy waits. He has the patience. He's so good at finding his opportunities, and he's just stopping any of this evasive pressure that KNR is trying to do. And it is forcing KNR to kind of just use these longer range normals. He is getting great success with that low, as we've seen before. And I apologize, guys. I do not know the names of any of the moves, so I'm trying my best not to sound like an idiot for it. But, oh, nice kick out of that. Gets the launch. And Jimmy has just kind of got the reset here. We're just kind of pressuring back on it. Gets the knockdown. He's just, Jimmy, I just love how he's interrupting on this pressure here. You're like, sure, he goes down like this, but he's always just kind of gaining this information. He's gaining his opportunity and just waiting for it. Yeah, see, like right there, KNR was like completely on fire, but Jimmy found his sidestep. Oh, the whiff on the grab was unfortunate. And that means KNR's okay. One more hit away. See, he tried to use the evasiveness, but Jimmy just fantastic read there to just hop over top of that and crush that low. Now we're looking at potentially one hit away, and yeah, that whiff is going to be punished, and that's KNR taking the lead in the round set here, but it is absolutely back and forth here. But I just love seeing this other side of KNR here that Jimmy has forced out. Previously, we saw him kind of just playing this mix-up machine out of Killick, but here it's not working as much. Jimmy's playing a fantastic game of just stopping the offense, forcing him to hit him out with normals, or kind of respond to what he's trying to do. Let's see, he's just pressuring with the mids here. We're just going back and forth. Great blocks, great sidestep. And I love the game Jimmy's playing here. He's doing such a good job. He's interrupting that pressure. This man's ability to just read how people want to layer on their offense is just, honestly, bar none. Oh, back throw. That's how you want to start the round. Got the range advantage here. Just kicking at the legs, but the low block here from Jimmy is going to allow him to get in on it. Fantastic blocks. He's not letting him get away with anything. Jimmy is just playing out of his mind right now. Not letting KNR get anything started, but oh, this is so dangerous. He gets the sidestep, gets out of there, ducks the throw, but not a lot comes out of it. Break. Okay, gets the pressure on here. This is such dire straits. One more hit, really just, okay, it was so scary near that corner, but they both managed to escape. And he's just hit towards him, yeah, knocks him out of that. Jimmy has not let him get away with splits a single time so far. And that is going to result in him going up in the first game of our winners finals here. Now, of course, this is first to 3, tons of time to adapt, and I think you're just maybe going to see a more conservative style coming out here from the Killick to just kind of play around it, not let Jimmy get anything started, because if you're giving him these gaps, he's so good at exploiting them. So I think we're going to see either, just kind of a long-range kind of poke game, not really giving Jimmy as much chance to punish, is what I'm hoping the adaptation is going to be here. But otherwise, it is looking like, or just, you know, maybe just, yeah, going more offensive. See, he's poking away at him, just trying to get his hits and just doing a fantastic job of that. Ooh, nice block. Yeah, we are kind of just sitting back in here. I love that they're trading in normal, but you see just how much more patient KNR is being in comparison to earlier. Yes, he is kind of throwing out these pokes, but he's not doing anything committal. He's not really trying to go for mix. He's just trying to slowly chip away with Jimmy with these lows, interrupt him with the mids, and just what a fantastic display there to just show the adaptations that he is going to make to kind of shut down what Jimmy's trying to do. Oh, great duck on the throw, though, from Jimmy, but does not get a huge amount out of it. Just a little damage adding up. Going to sidestep that, but no, just pushes off the string. Auto-corrects towards Jimmy. And now Jimmy doing a good job of exploiting the evasiveness, not letting him get away with the splits, just not letting it happen unless he's too far away. Yeah, Jimmy, just see, he's getting it. He's finding his opportunities. He's crushing around these highs and just doing such a fantastic job of it. But KNR gets a nice little sidestep there, knocks him down, going to finish that off. And I love what he's doing. He's not giving him, he's just very simply not giving Jimmy as many opportunities. He's still exerting the same amount of pressure he kind of was before, but he's mixed in more low pokes. He's mixed in more interrupts. He's not really just forcing his way into mix-ups. He realizes he doesn't need this because Jimmy is looking for those. He's actually playing surprisingly patient for it. Ooh. Oh, yeah, gets the hit on there, finishes it off, and there we go. Now, he did manage to find his opportunity there. He kind of gets some interrupts here. So he's going to be down to KNR to kind of just stop leaving these gaps, but no, Jimmy's got his hit. This is so scary. Oh, gets the interrupt with the low. Doesn't get full knockdown on it this time, though. Break. Ooh. It's kind of trading moves back and forth now. Just ooh. Great guard impact, and you see how good Jimmy is at playing in the pocket, though. KNR needs to not let him into this space, and he has put him back. He's at that auto-range kill. Wants to play, but oh my god. He crushed the low with the approach, and it's tied the sets up here, and Jimmy is potentially 1 round away from taking a lead here in our winners finals. What a stunning way to start with that NB, but KNR not going without a fight. Honestly, this whole game has been his adaptations. If he does lose this, that's going to be a huge blow to his momentum. I think if he can stay strong here, finish it off, rely on the game plan he's developed, I think he's going to see great success here. Oh, great interrupt. Yeah, he's playing this range. He's not letting him. He's completely swapped the zoning style, but Jimmy has got it. Has got in. He's got the interrupt. Woo! Oh my god! Fantastic while rising, and KNR's tied it up. Man, what a slugfest. Sign up, and it kind of switches over to Jimmy now. KNR's made that adaptation. He's changed to kind of deny this interrupt style that Jimmy was doing by, stupid as it sounds, simply not giving him as many gaps. He's chipping away at him with lows. Very uncommittal things to compare to the mix-ups and stuff he was doing before. So Jimmy now needs to find a way that he can get in and maybe actually just starts exerting some offense here. Because KNR is mostly just interrupting, but he is actually willing to block when Jimmy gets right up in his face. So yeah, like right here, like Jimmy just needs to just go raw on the offense, get as many hits as he can, and just try and have great readings on these who can. Woo! Angle blocks. Oh, got the sidestep there, and you see that's what he needed. Jimmy just plays that offensive style so well to the point where I think he actually got KNR flustered and he wanted to find that hit out. Found that opportunity, and then Jimmy just fantastically punishes it. Okay, now we reset back to the range where KNR's kind of wanted to play, but you see those little just slow steps forward. Jimmy's so good at just taking away the space. Just with great movement. Oh, gets the low! Hit on him, and then we have reset back to from KNR looking so good. This is the spot he wants to be. He's got the knockdown, and potentially can even go for the ring out, but it's probably just going to go for the chip away at his health. But no, Jimmy, he got the hit. He's in the driver's seat. He has the offense, but no, KNR's reset it. Here we go. Goes back into neutral here, but Jimmy, oh my god, look at one more hit. Fantastic low to finish it off. Oh my god, that was too tense. I don't like that. We are 1 round away from Jimmy taking a dominating lead. We saw great adaptations from KNR in the last round here, but it's been all Jimmy. He's just turned on the offensive switch. He no longer is looking for just strictly interrupts, strictly ways to get him. He is enforcing his offense. He's realized KNR slowed down, and oh my god. He flopped on the ground, hit him on the approach. Fantastic. Of course, it is winners finals here, guys. It's first to 3. When I'm looking over, the faces in the hands and the thoughts are going through. So you actually might see here is if KNR wants to make an adaptation, he might actually either A, switch back to his more mix-up style, or he's going to look to punish this offense that Jimmy is now almost kind of forced to put out. Because KNR was playing like actually pretty defensive. You know, just keep out normals, little slight throw interrupts, occasional, like almost kind of just quick interrupt. But Jimmy is just turned on offense. So I'd be curious to see if, he switches maybe back to the more mix-up style, influences a little bit more offense, or he just tightens down on the defense. No, he got chipped by that. Oh my God, he finishes him off. The amount of rounds that he's managed to finish off with just sidestep into launch is just absolutely abnormal. The fantastic reads here from Jimmy, and you see actually the patience coming out here. Jimmy just playing patient. Oh my God, he just jumped him into the house before. That was fantastic. Woo! At the low, and he's just slowly chipping away at him. Going to the whiff. Can he get one more hit? Oh yeah, you see, he actually is just playing so much more active, but he's using a lot of horizontal, so it's very difficult for Jimmy to approach. Oh, okay, that was good. The amount of rounds that Jimmy's been able to finish off with that high crush has been ridiculous. So KNR finally adapting to that situation and getting it is fantastic, but of course, I spoke too soon, got the launch, and Jimmy is sitting 1 round away. And this is what turned around from KNR, did such a fantastic job of adapting in the set. Oh my God, he almost got ring out. That would have been absolutely just a vicious way to end it. No, oh my God, please no, don't get ring out here at the end. And he needs to make a comeback. He needs to turn the offensive machine. Oh, the twinkle toes is paying too much dividends. It forces him into the back turn, and Jimmy, the offensive switch slipped on, and he is winning winners finals in 3-1 fashion. And just what an epic story of that match, too, because it started with Jimmy just interrupting him the whole time because KNR was just playing this way where he wanted to mix him up. He was getting lows and he was being very offensive, using the split trance, going for these evasiveness, and Jimmy would just interrupt him. He would just wait, he played very patient, and would just launch him, and he did a fantastic job of that. But then we saw the switch. KNR switched over his more defensive style. He's kind of chipping it away with lows, keeping him out, and doing a fantastic job of that, but then the adaptation came back from Jimmy, where he managed to always find those little run forwards, would interrupt, and then he would just run him down with offense, interrupts at the end there, and it was just fantastic to see. What a goddamn match. Thank you both. That was a set. That was an absolutely beautiful set. But we are currently waiting for our next match to get up here, which I imagine will probably be like losers semis or maybe going down into losers finals. But I think we are finishing up that bracket. Gotcha. A little update for you guys. Can chat hear you guys, or is it just me? Okay, a little update for you guys. So it looks like our losers bracket is running a little bit behind, so they're going to have to parse through quite a bit of that, so it might be a bit of a wait. So I don't know if I may recommend we just take a little ad break, or you guys can listen to me for a little bit. So we can wait until that catches up. Anywho, thank you all for tuning in so far. It is great to see you all. So again, we are waiting for a little bit of a delay here. We got to catch up on the losers bracket. So I am stuck here to tell you stories of my Frosty Faustings. So first day I woke up, felt awful, but hey, actually, you know what? I got a really funny story for you guys. So this is my idea for all of you. Please check when your bracket actually is. Read the date. Write it down. Double check it the day before, the day of, every single day you're here, or you'll get what I did. And you'll think all of your brackets on Saturday. And they were all on Friday. Every single one. I missed all of them. Except for Soul Calibur Soul Calibur 6 side event on Saturday. So hey, I was the guy that had to get DQ'd because I was dumb and thought everything was yesterday. So don't waste your money. Check when you signed up, guys. Important. But of course, we can talk about event a bit as well. This thing is fantastic, man. I don't know if you guys have ever been here. I know they did little tours and stuff like that. But you just walk in here. There's like, I think, 4 or 5 ballrooms just ready to go. There's casuals all the time. And just like the arcade cabinets too. Okay, I got to rant about the Magnolia Room a bit. You walk in here, and I mean, everyone's seen like the combo breaker setups and stuff like that. So we got those, and then we have full arcade cabinets in there. And actually, I think you know, I just talked about it in a good way, but I got to talk about it in a bad way now. I played Melty Blood Accent Core on a diagonal gate. So yeah, diagonal gate or like a diamond gate. So that means that these spots are on the top, bottom, left, and right. You can't do a quarter circle. It's like physically impossible. Even doing like a 2-2 input is actually kind of brutal. You think it'd be fine, but no, it just kind of jumps up into up sometimes. So I was sitting there playing my girl Neko Arc, you know, you want it, the good stuff. But no, I didn't get any beams. I didn't get to have any fun. Tragic, absolutely tragic. But it was still insanely, insanely cool. But I don't know. If I could recommend to our lovely stream brothers, can we run an ad roll for just a little bit while we wait? Because we do have quite a bit of the bracket to catch up on. I know it is getting a bit late, but I assume that's a bit better than chat listening to me tell stories about Frosty Faustings. We have some bad news. It sounds like one of our players is stuck up in mystery bracket. It has been for a very long time. So, I mean, you guys know how long those games can go if you ever took part in them. So, unfortunately, we won't have a game for a bit, and thus that means that we will have to end stream. Just because obviously we don't really want to just sit here and run ads for 12 years. So I thank you all for viewing in. I really hope you did enjoy the match setups, and be sure to check out the bracket to see who was our eventual champion. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic night, and thank you for enjoying Frosty Faustings.